My boyfriend introduced me to his friend, but she already knew things I never told her. My boyfriend Marcos and I had been together for a little over 2 years. It wasn't perfect, but it was stable. We had routines. We had plans. We knew each other's habits, schedules, everything. At least, I thought we did. About 3 months ago, he started mentioning someone new. Her name was Sophia. At first, it was casual. She's new at work. We had lunch as a team. She's actually really funny. Normal things. People talk about coworkers. It didn't feel strange. But over time, her name started coming up more often. Not in a way that was obvious, just consistent. Like she was always part of his day. So one day I said, "You should introduce me to her." And he hesitated, just for a second. But I noticed. Then he said, "Yeah, of course, that'd be nice." A week later, we all met. Small bar. Nothing formal. Just drinks. And from the moment I saw her, something felt off. Not in a dramatic way. Just subtle. She smiled at me. Said, "I've heard so much about you." Which sounded normal. But the way she said it felt like she already knew more than she should. We sat down, started talking, and within a few minutes, she mentioned something very specific. She said, "So, you're the one who hates mornings, right?" I froze for a second, because that's true, but it's something I don't really talk about, not to people I just met. So I laughed it off. Said, "Yeah, I guess." Then later, she said, "Marcos told me you're thinking about changing jobs." Again true, but again, not something I had shared publicly. At that point, I started paying attention. To everything. To the way they looked at each other. To how comfortable she seemed. To how quiet he became. Because suddenly, he wasn't the one leading the conversation. She was. Like she already knew the story. And I was just catching up. That night, I didn't say anything. I didn't confront him. I just went home. And thought about it. Because it wasn't just about what she knew. It was about how she knew it. Those weren't random details. Those were things you tell someone when you talk a lot. When you trust them. When you share your life. So the next day I asked him. I said, "How close are you and Sophia?" And he answered too quickly. "She's just a coworker. Just a coworker." That phrase again. So I didn't argue. Didn't list the things she knew. I just said, "Okay." But after that, I started noticing more. The way his phone would light up, and he'd turn it slightly away. The way he'd smile at messages and not say anything. The way he'd mention her less, but be on his phone more. Until one evening, I saw something I couldn't ignore. He was in the shower. His phone buzzed, and the name popped up. Sophia, with a message preview. "Did you tell her anything?" That was it. One sentence. But it said everything. So I didn't open the phone. I didn't read more. I didn't need to. Because at that point, I already understood the part one wasn't supposed to know. That night, when he came out, he asked if everything was okay. And I just said, "Yeah, I think I finally understand." He looked confused. But I didn't explain. Because if someone else already knows your relationship better than you do, there's not much left to say.